Time now for the morning rush. Two Roswell firefighters remain listed as critical at a trauma unit in Lubbock this morning following an explosion at Roswell's airport. Officials now say the firefighters were packing fireworks for the city's 4th of July celebration when the explosion happened. 12 firefighters were inside at that time. State police now leading the investigation this morning. Kristen.
Looking at some leftover showers and storms over the north and northeast today, not likely to be severe, and the majority of us will actually stay dry underneath that mostly sunny sky. Same kind of thing tomorrow. Storms up to the north, but everybody's warming up with Albuquerque back to the 80s to finish out the work week. Crystal.
Today is the 75th anniversary of D-Day. Already ceremonies happening in Normandy, France this morning. Just a few hours ago, President Trump, the First Lady, and the French President Emmanuel Macron commemorating in Normandy. More than 100 American soldiers who stormed the beaches were there and honored today. Several New Mexico veterans were also there. Traffic alert for you this morning. Construction expected to get underway today on a delayed Water Authority project. The work is to replace a sewer line on Cole near the C&M campus. The project was supposed to start on Monday. It was delayed, though. The Water Authority says they did leave the orange barrels up because they found a water leak in the blocked lane. The Trump administration announcing plans to expand access to hunting and fishing to protected federal lands, including 4 here in New Mexico. The proposal hopes to increase access across millions of acres of public land. The Fish and Wildlife Service seeking public comments through the next month. This morning, UNM is warning e-scooter users if you ride on campus, you could be arrested. Zagster placed 250 scooters around downtown, Nob Hill, and the International District last month to kick off the city's pilot program. But like all motorized scooters, they're not allowed on campus. APS crews will continue replacing water fountains at some schools after high levels of lead were found in some of them. The district says hundreds of tests were done at 69 elementary schools. Results showing that 12 schools came back with above the federal limit. The district is working to replace all fixtures. This morning, talks between the U.S. and Mexico will continue, hoping to come to an agreement on migrants. This as the White House is trying to coerce Mexico to do more to stop the flow of Central American migrants into the U.S. The president now says if no deal is reached, tariffs on Mexico imports could begin as soon as Monday.
Not a whole lot happening today here in the metro, so the threat index is down to a 2. We could see a few sprinkles out of some nearby dry thunderstorms, but not likely to be a whole lot. Mostly sunny skies will dominate through the day, and the temperature is warmer, back to near normal in the mid-80s. Crystal?
We're talking about new regulations for you this morning, banning American cruise ships from traveling to Cuba. They're kicking in today. The ban comes as President Trump announces plans to restrict U.S. travel to Cuba in April. Officials say the policy change stems from Cuba's role in supporting U.S. adversaries. Cruise lines not based in the U.S. will still offer Cuba as a destination. Looking ahead for you on this Thursday morning, major improvements coming to UNM. Be aware of this. The university will soon ramp up work on several construction projects, including the Physics and Astronomy Building and Johnson Center. Crews will also be improving streets, sidewalks, and parking lots. Most of the work expected to be complete by the fall semester. Happening tomorrow, APD is hosting a new class that focuses on helping communities solve arguments without calling police. This after police say they've seen more than 1,000 neighborhood dispute calls since January. The first community de-escalation class is tomorrow at the Old Town Police Substation. It's a cool new food trend, but places around Albuquerque this morning can't seem to get their hands on it. Managers at local restaurants say the Impossible Burger is becoming impossible to find. The burgers become so popular because it looks and tastes so much like meat. While local restaurants are missing out, they're hopeful to get it back in stock. The city likely soon begin their work cleaning off tire marks on the new rainbow crosswalks in Nob Hill. Yesterday, Caitlin Cano and Jericho Vallano say they were taking pictures at the crosswalk when a group of motorcyclists came by and started doing burnouts, leaving marks on the brand new crossing. The city says the stripes can last about 10 years. We're looking ahead for you here. Activists in Silver City, they're hoping to use Bob Dylan's birthday to raise money for Central American asylum seekers. The Silver City Sun News is reporting that proceeds from the first Bob Dylan birthday concert will go to care for migrants passing through Deming. The concert will be held this Saturday. Again, it's in Silver City. A popular New Mexico cake maker cutting a sweet deal for one Texas family after Walmart lost their graduation cake order. 11-year-old Jojo Ramon in April, now the Navajo Nation confectioner, is offering one of her creations for free. The Flores family is considering making the trip. They say they're very thankful for her offer. New Mexico United getting ready for Saturday's game. This morning they're coming off a tie against the OKC Energy yesterday at Isotopes Park. It was scoreless for most of the first half, but just before the break, United found the net, edging the Energy by 1 at the half. United will host Sacramento Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Kristen.
Time now for a check on traffic. We do have a lane, reduced to right lane Harper at Wyoming. No reason on why that is, but that is something that's going to slow you down just slightly this morning. But if we take a look at the Big I, everything seems to be moving smoothly there. Of course, we will keep an eye on that for you throughout the morning.
All right, new at 6, Tamagotchi, a virtual pet that first became popular in the 90s, getting re-released, this time with a full-color screen. The new toy will retail for about $60. It's expected to hit store shelves next month. This morning, pre-orders are being taken at sites like Target, Amazon, GameStop, and Urban Outfitters. I actually remember this when I was a child.
We're taking you back 28 years ago on this day in 1991. We had softball-sized hail reported just outside of Roswell. As that storm moved into the city, 2-inch hail reported at the Roswell airport. So that was on this day 28 years ago.
Time now for this morning's 5 facts.
We start with number 5. A New Mexico cake maker is trying to help out one Texas family who says their daughter's graduation party was ruined when Walmart gave them an inedible styrofoam cake. The Flores family says when they went to slice into the cake, it was fake. Now, 11-year-old Jojo Ramon, a Navajo Nation confectioner, is offering one of her creations for free to make up for the Flores' loss.
That's nice. Number 4 now, restaurants around Albuquerque having a tough time getting a hold of a new food trend. We spoke to places like Duran's Pharmacy in Old Town and Stillbender Brewery in the North Valley. They say they're completely out of stock of the Impossible Burger. The burger is so popular because it looks and tastes so much like meat. Local restaurants are hopeful that they get more of it soon.
At number 3, warmer today and for the rest of the week at that. Some spotty storms and showers left over the north and northeast plains. Not likely to be severe. Those will be here again tomorrow, but dry conditions take us through the weekend here in Albuquerque. Next best chance for storms arrives Monday.
Number 2, this morning, some New Mexico veterans are in Washington, D.C. for a trip of a lifetime. They're part of the honor flight. The group raised money to send veterans to D.C. to see the World War II memorial on the anniversary of D-Day. The group will return to Albuquerque tomorrow. On to number 1 now. A dozen firefighters recovering this morning after a huge explosion at the Roswell airport. State police say it happened while firefighters were packaging fireworks for the city's 4th of July celebration. They've not yet said what caused it. 2 of the firefighters are at a Lubbock hospital this morning. One family says their loved one suffered 3rd-degree burns on 80% of his body.